Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. Big, huge week 2 matchup on the Black and Gold Triple B Dynasty matchup game. We are going against the New England Patriots, and I have a special guest. He's part of the Triple B experience. He does many, many shows. He's the guru, and this is the only subject that I do not agree with from this gentleman because this is who he likes, this team, and I will bring him on. My man Cable, unless it's this topic, which pisses me off. Here he is, everybody. Hi, Cable. How you doing?
Hey, Bubba, how's it going?
Well, it's going good until we start talking about your team, who's your team again?
Oh, it's New England Patriots through and through.
Yeah, I can't fucking believe that, but we always bitch about it. So, yeah, but hey, Henry, thanks for tuning in. Rick and Patty, thanks for tuning in. Now, this game is at 1 o'clock, CBS.
Yeah.
Are you okay with 1 o'clock games?
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with any games. I actually do like, if it's not 1 o'clock, I like it to be a night game, even though it sucks staying up and this and that.
Okay.
There's a special feeling about a night game. I like, especially in outdoor setting, arena, and everything under the lights. I like a night game.
Now, do you think since these are dynasties, I can say that, is this the first time in a long time that we've actually played at 1 o'clock together? Patriots Steelers at 1 o'clock.
Oh, absolutely.
So that means we're like,
it's usually at least a 4:30 time spot.
It's a prime time game. It has been for years.
Right, but we're missing a couple big names on the board.
We're going to get to that. Yeah. And, well, let's get to it since you brought it up. This is the first time since 1998 there is no Big Ben Roethlisberger. And you want to say his name? Because when I say that name, my throat fucking gets scratchy.
Oh, the guy that has no meaning to my life, Tom Brady. Yeah.
Eric Steele, thanks for tuning in. Steele says neither team is very good. Come on, Steele. I need some positive vibes, dude. You can't be fucking pissing on my parade, Steele. Come on.
I mean, well, first of all, it's only been 1 week, so it's hard to tell.
Well, some of my friends bash me. Still bashes me no matter what. I could win a Powerball. Hey, Greg, thanks for tuning in. But
I'm leaning in that scenario. Honestly, it as it stands right now, maybe a little less so with the injury report and everything. But I think the Steelers are a better team than the Patriots at the moment.
Wait, say that one more time.
I think the Steelers are a better team than the Patriots at this moment.
Okay. And you guys didn't do too good last week against
No,
Miami.
We did not.
Okay,
nope, we never do.
No, you don't.
In Miami. That's historically been proven. I don't know why.
Okay.
No clue. Even when Miami had less for them going for them than they do now, we just never showed up down there. And Belichick
I hope
had
you
a
don't
plan.
show up Sunday, to be honest with you. I have seen you guys during Brady's lovely reign in New England. In 12 meetings, he owned our ass. He was 9-3, and I fucking hate Tom Brady. And I know he's the greatest thing, whatever, but he owned us. I've been to championship games where we lost. I'm 2 championship games, 0-2. So, hey, JC Dave from Extra Point Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Shane, our boy Shane's on. Shane, we're going to be doing an unscripted right after this, man. Me and Cable, we're going to be busy as shit tonight.
We actually beat you guys in 3, I believe.
Whoa. Yeah, okay. But that was up at your stadium.
01, 04, and 16.
Yeah, well, that was the 16 one. That's when, wait, we didn't have a running back, right? Is that correct? And
I believe, yeah.
And Blunt
ran all over you.
Yeah, and it was like 10 fucking Steelers on top of them.
Yeah, that game was over in the first half. I remember actually I left at halftime to go get pizza and stuff because I wasn't worried about
pizza too. Hey, Boothie, thanks for tuning in. So now this game is going to be played at 1:00, which we said, which is not a big. It doesn't happen when we play each other,
Right.
And it's at the Ashore Heinz Field to me at 1 p.m. On CBS. And now this is crazy. The Patriots are favored by 2. Did you know that? Right now.
I did not know that.
Right now. Hey, Boothie, what's up? Favored by 2, which is bullshit. And the only reason why they're favored by 2 is because as every Steeler fan's heart was like, my heart was fucking. I thought I had a heart attack Sunday night. Like that game was so. There was
it was
demons.
wild.
It was bad. Like I had tears in my eyes when Watt went out with pec injury with 22 seconds to go. Everybody in Steeler Nation, the word is he got placed on IR today. He's out, 4 to 6 weeks with the pec injury.
That's a shame.
You fucking prick. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, because Mac Jones, I think Mac Jones would fucking be just devoured by. But I think someone's.
Yeah, he would have got murdered.
I think someone's going to step up Sunday. Highsmith had 3 sacks. Cam Hayward, I'm telling you, our defense is opportunist. Yes, Donnie Fulmer, congratulations. Beating Portage 36-0. Thank you. Way to go, Donnie. Varian Center, junior high. So,
that was a hell of a defensive performance by the Steelers on Sunday. And it makes me nervous because the Dolphins didn't do a whole lot to hold us to 7 points in a whole game.
Well, who's your superstar on offense? I can't even name a Patriot superstar, but I know the evil Emperor Belichick is coming with a game plan coming into Pittsburgh. I know he's not going to not go.
We don't have any superstars. We absolutely don't.
Are you serious?
We have We don't. We have role players, and we have some that are very good at their roles. Jacoby Myers is a guy that's been around for a few years, and pretty much anytime he's called on, he's a receiver. Pretty much anytime they call on him, he comes through. And I hate this, but I don't remember how long he's been with the team now. But hopefully a week. No, it's been a handful of years that he didn't score a touchdown for like the first 2 years on the team.
Well, good. And you don't need to score Sunday at all.
He finally scored a touchdown last season, but he's plays with a lot of heart. He's real good. He's not huge, And we have a speed demon. I can't even think of how to pronounce his name, but he's injured. But he had a faster 40 time than Tyreek Hill.
Ooh,
so
shit. Well, I'm happy that he's not playing. Hey, Michelle,
I bet you are
tuning in to the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. So now this matchup, from what you saw, if you watched any of the Steeler game, because I know you were watching your team, New England.
Yeah.
What actually are you scared of now since TJ is on IR? Facing us.
I mean, I still think
you'd better be
the pass rush is going to be strong.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
We didn't have a lot of success running the ball in the first half.
Neither did we.
You probably will Sunday.
I hope so. But you know what is even though I bitch about our line's pass protection is very, very is I'm okay with that.
Oh, hopefully not this weekend.
Oh, I hope this weekend because I picked the Steelers to go 4-0 when we did our mega cast, and I know you picked New England. I know you picked New England. Now, so you're worried about we spoiled Tom Brady. Henry Jackson said we spoiled Tom Brady's 16-game winning streak. Yeah, but he's 9-3 against us, so we didn't spoil too much.
Henry, and then we went on to win the Super Bowl that season, so that's not really. I mean, if that's your Super Bowl, that's cool, but our Super Bowl was the Super Bowl, so.
Steele said, Steele, Mac Jones, when we get to this injury report, did not practice today, but he will play, though. So who's your second-string quarterback if he goes out?
Shit.
That's a good one. I like that quarterback shit.
No, I can't. I think we re-signed Brian Hoyer. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, shit. Okay, he's not a bad journeyman.
So.
He's been everywhere.
No, he's not. And, didn't do a lot of homework for this episode, and
No, it's
people
okay.
are going to have to bear with me because
that's okay. I didn't want you to do a lot of homework because I wanted to bash New England, and I didn't need to do a lot of homework because I hate New England no matter who's behind center, whoever shows up Sunday, because in a lot of years I have not seen the Steelers beat New England, and that fucking aches me. It hurts it. I have to calm down for this game because I don't want to get all out of control like I was last Sunday, because every game that the Steelers play is going to be a roller coaster ride. It's going to be something. So
I haven't fully gotten into football mode yet either. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of last Sunday, but
I did too when you got beaten. We won, so I'm good for that.
Learning like the full depth chart and stuff. Like, I used to be able to tell you I could tell you all 53 guys on the roster, 5-6 years ago, and I just don't do that now. I don't,
Well,
I roll around.
I'm glad we're playing you now early. I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Because usually when we do play, it's later on in the season or it's in the playoffs, and we're not good against you guys in the playoffs.
Typically, Belichick gets better as the year goes along. Now, not the last couple years, so we'll see.
I don't think they do.
To finish, what, the Patriots don't?
I don't think they do. I think the Steelers are. I know, but I think the Steelers are better skilled in a lot of positions on offense and defense more than the Patriots, which is highly unusual
right now. Yeah.
But I'm okay with that.
Our offensive line is weak, and
I'm okay with that too.
To finish the topic you had there, one last thing that worries me is your secondary against Mac Jones, which I think Mac Jones is smart. He doesn't make a ton of mistakes, but after his performance last week and your defensive performance last week, makes me a little nervous.
Player of the week.
Yeah.
AFC Player of the Week, and you'll laugh at this, and the first Triple B Black and Gold player. First Triple B Black and Gold player in Week 1 was Fitzpatrick. Boswell was there. He was in the running, and I know how you and
if he wouldn't have had that donk, then he probably would have been, right?
Yes. Yeah. You know me. I love the boss. So, but you don't have – it's mediocre offense going into Pittsburgh. The Steelers fans are going to be fucking just biting whatever. But also, too, if Trubisky fucking doesn't air it out, like he played as good as he can with that line last week, and he had some plays against Brett Freiermuth, and I hope you can't cover – your defense can't cover every Steeler receiver and tight end. And Najee is still he's healthy, so he is playing.
We have a decent secondary. They got burned a couple of times, and our safety, Adrian Phillips, he got hurt and he was out of the game, and on a play that he would have been a deciding factor on the touchdown before halftime.
Well, he was also limited in practice. You have a lot of people in your Patriots team that's limited in practice, and like Steele said, Mac Jones. Yeah, and Mac Jones didn't even practice today.
Right.
Like, I'll go over that. Like, linebacker Jawan
Bentley.
Yeah, Jawan Bentley. There we go. Safety Joas Bledsoe. Must be Drew's cousin.
Jawan Bentley, I think you're going to hear his name a few times this weekend.
Okay. I hope he's like Trent Brown is a tackle. And then when you talked about Adrian Phillips, he was limited. And running back Pierre String Jr., and then cornerback Sean Wade. Like your injury report was way worse than the Steelers because it just had Mason Cole, and that was it. Everybody else was fully participant in Steelers practice today. Now the big injury, TJ. Yeah, TJ Watt. Yeah.
Well, what's Najee's deal?
Well, it's his foot, but he was a full participant today. So and then hopefully he gets.
What is that? Tomlin lying on the injury report again.
I don't know. Me and Tomlin, we're not real tight, You know what I mean? We're not real tight. But the Steelers signed. Well, they're gonna use that Reed from the Broncos. Now he's going to be a full-time starter. So I know it's a drop off. But also too, depth of our linebackers have suffered. And we signed a linebacker today from the Tennessee Titans practice squad, David Ania. I'm probably fucking this name up because I fuck up names all the time.
You say you're bringing in Jeff Reed again?
Shut up. Well, you know what's funny though? This is funny on the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty where I saw some stuff because I haven't seen. I saw that the Dallas Cowboys or somebody threw out there that they were looking at Ben. Did you see that?
I saw that, and then
Yeah.
they're also looking at Mason.
Well, they Mason Rudolph. If we could get an offensive lineman or we could get a 4th-round pick, but with our line being bad, Mason might be playing sometime this year.
Cowboys line ain't much better, so I don't know if you want to trade for one of their
Dallas,
linemen.
No, Dallas. I take some of their linebackers, one of their linebackers.
Yeah.
But Dallas looks like shit. I hate to say it. They're terrible.
Yeah.
But hey, Benjamin, thanks for tuning in. Maria, thanks for tuning in to the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. Myself and Cable, who's a Patriots fan, are discussing this week's matchup. And Cable usually comes on all the time when we do MegaCast, even though he's a Patriots fan. It doesn't matter because he's part of the Triple B experience. I love him dearly, but I don't like his team. Sorry. I can't help it, man. I can't help it.
It's the different spices that make the flavor.
Yeah. This flavors. Without, we just got to get through every week without TJ, and it's gonna be. It's good, man. When I saw that, I fucking. Oh, it was. I think Mav said something about it on our text. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I want to go.
I don't know what they fed the Watt brothers growing up, but I don't think they got all their calcium or all their vitamins or whatever because that family's made of glass, man.
well, they got a lot of pec injuries.
I got a lot of something.
But he'll be back in 4 weeks. We just got to maintain the fort. But let me give you my 3 takes on Sunday's game on what we need to do to win. And I'll let you think and let it marinate in your head on your 3 takes. And you can discuss and you can disagree with my takes and I can, chip in on yours. And then we can see that. But my three keys to victory, number 1, the Steelers offense has to maintain longer drives because they had 3 series. We only had 26 yards. So, and those longer drives, they have to, run the ball. Now, I incorporated a couple keys in maybe one number. They run the ball a little better, and they get the ball to their rookie Pickens, who only had 3 yards on 1 catch. So that is my one take. So, I mean, I don't do fantasy football anymore, but Trubisky needs to air it out to him. He aired it out to Boykin, and Boykin was whatever. They got to open up that offense a little bit more. They can't be jet sweeping every fucking time because when Chase Claypool is your leading receiver, we got issues. You know what I mean? And I understand it. Hey, Jeff Blystone, thanks for tuning in. I understand that we have issues because of our line, but a lot of it's play calling. And when you're on the 1 yard line or on the 2 yard line, I would quarterback sneak. Can you hear me? I'd be to that, and we would have been up 14-3 in Cincy instead of 10-3. But that's my one take. So you probably don't want that. You don't want us on the field that long offensively because that's offensively on the field is going to make our defense rest up because our defense doesn't need to be out in the field that long if our offense is maintaining drives. So now my take number 2, and you like this because he's not there, is we have to put pressure on Jones without TJ Watt. So someone has to step up. So I'm hoping Cam Hayward and that front defensive line puts some pressure on your O-line and gets Jones, who has a bad back from what I take it, and maybe some safety blitzes or some corner blitzes do him in. So that's my take 2. Pressure on Mac Jones without TJ Watt. There's nothing we can do about that. Now, I don't know how your big play situation is, but I don't want number 3 would be my keys to victory would be no big plays because every time that you motherfuckers come to Pittsburgh, there's some fucking trick ass fucking play that you guys do that cost us an interception or a block. I mean, that blocked, that block kick, Josh Miller's block kick in that AFC Championship game shit, or Troy Brown or some crazy stupid shit
Yeah.
We can't have that. And
I
then
don't think you need to worry about that this week.
Well, I worry all the time, and the reason why this is going to go at number 3, Tomlin cannot be out coached by your motherfucking head coach, Bill Belichick. Those are my
cannot or should not.
He better well, I don't want him to be because sometimes most of the times he does. In every matchup he does, and it pisses me off. So hopefully this year, you know what I mean? There's a silver lining. And then we go 2-0 because I am taking Pittsburgh because I took Pittsburgh on the mega cast, and I take Pittsburgh all the time now because now this is not a mega cast where we're picking for the season. I'm taking Pittsburgh every game. So those are my 3 takes of what we have to do to beat you guys. So if you have any responses to any of that before you get your 3 takes.
No, I mean, I don't have any responses to it. I'm going to go with my 3. The only response is, like I said, I don't think you got to worry about any big splash plays coming out of, at least not our offensive side. We just don't have it. We are not an explosive offense. We don't have
this is probably
big playmakers like that.
Say. This is probably not what
it's the truth.
You're honest. I mean, at least you're honest.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and, blow everybody on the Patriots and say we're world beaters and, this and that. Like, it is what it is,
This is going to be a slugfest of a low-scoring game.
I think so, too. And I think it's going to be an ugly game. I think there's going to be a lot of mistakes. I don't think I could see multiple turnovers from both sides.
I hope not.
Yeah, me too.
Because we can't come back if we're down.
Same
here.
Sean,
thanks for tuning in. So it'll be.
I'll go into my 3 because that's the first thing there. No particular order, but the biggest thing is offense. Patriots got to score. Come out of Miami with only 1 touchdown. Now there was possibly a questionable call on the Patriots opening drive and all that, but you had the whole rest of the game to make up for that, and they didn't. They were shut out in the first half. I forget what the stat was, but it had been the first time in forever that they were shut out in the first half. They scored in the third quarter, touchdown, and they never showed up. The offense is so just misguided and maligned right now, and they don't
bland. Would you say your Patriots offense is bland? Where my Steelers
I think
offense
that's putting it
bland?
nicely.
Well, I could say a lot more, but I mean the Steelers got a little bit of spice, but the building blocks in the front. We have skilled players. We have.
I don't think
players tremendously.
I don't think we're bland. I think we're dysfunctional. The offensive line is very inept right now. I mean, some of the hits or near hits that Mac Jones was taking coming off the blind side last week were just unforgivable. And, the running game.
You got some tissues by you. You sound like.
Hey, I'm being honest.
I know.
Not like the other half of the show that it's all rainbows and flowers and
no, it's not.
Can't do any wrong.
If you'd have saw me, I'm telling you, I think I had a fucking mild heart attack the other day. I think. But let me ask you this real quick because you can't see the Facebook stuff. Now, our boy Shane said, "Hey, Colin reported he thinks Belichick is looking to retire." Did you hear any of that?
I don't know. He's definitely not himself. If you saw the post-game press conference, I didn't see it, but I caught little bits of it here and there on social media and stuff. He was very.
Maybe he needed a new hoodie.
He didn't wear a hoodie. That's the problem.
Well, maybe
he was very forgiving and just apologetic almost for the way they played instead of his hard-nosed rough demeanor, calling guys out for playing poorly. He just sugarcoated everything, and it was weird. So I don't know. Maybe
Shane says two sources reported it. I don't know. It wasn't the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. That wasn't one of them, but I wish it was.
Maybe the desire isn't there, and that's because this year we don't have an offensive coordinator. They haven't named anybody.
That is messed up. That is seriously messed up.
And Belichick is a defensive coach.
Yes.
his bread and butter. Matt Patricia is a defensive coach. That's where he always was until he did his stint in Detroit as the head coach and bombed big time. And they got him calling offensive plays, working with the offense. It's just Joe Judge is there. It's a very dysfunctional offense right now.
That's
and
terrible.
They looked bad in training camp. They looked bad in preseason. They are bad. And I'm not putting a death knell in them right now. I think they could turn it around. But it's just the growing pains you have early in a season, especially with a young quarterback. It's only his second season. A lot of different moving parts on the offensive line, things like that. So I don't know. They're not where they need to be, and that's going to be a huge thing is scoring points. Now, I don't think they need to go out and drop 50. I don't think it's going to be a shootout or
there ain't no way
like
they're
that.
dropping 50 Sunday. There ain't no way, brother.
But one touchdown isn't going to do it either. So that's one point. The other point, which goes along with that,
something like that. Like either offense. As much firepower as we got, we just don't have. We have the ammo. The cannons that we have aren't good.
Yeah. The offensive line. Okay. Yeah. Well, the offensive line / play calling is my next point.
Okay.
Which there's a theme here so far, but the play calling was just like they had a 4th and short, and they called a run play right up the middle, and it got stuffed for a loss. Like it.
I feel your pain.
They could have went wide and got it easily. And they call a run up the middle. It's weird. And, we got Island of Misfit Toys receivers, and some of them just don't have the skills, and some of them are young still. So, we spent all this money on our tight ends, and we're not seeing a lot out of that either at the moment.
And your team is all about tight ends. Your tight ends has always killed us historically in every game that we've fucking played.
Yeah. And now maybe there'll be a bigger factor in the run game. Hopefully we can get the run game going, but the play calling is going to be a huge thing. The offensive play calling has to get better. They have to make some changes there, have a better game plan.
Okay.
And then the third is just defense. I don't think Mitch is a bad quarterback by any means, but I think he's a quarterback that Belichick can outsmart. We've only ever played him once.
Yeah.
And he
didn't have a bad game. When he played,
he didn't have a bad game. He threw a couple interceptions.
I don't want to see that.
And his completion percentage was like in the high 60s, so not terrible. He threw for some big yards, I think 300 something, maybe you said.
Yeah, he threw 345 or 355. I think he had 2 touchdowns, and I think he had 2 picks.
And I believe that was the game that it almost came down to a Hail Mary. I'm pretty sure he threw a Hail Mary that a Chicago receiver actually caught on like the 2-yard line and almost ran it in because nobody thought he was going to come down with it, and they had to hurry up and tackle him before he got to the goal line.
Okay. Well,
so it was that close of a game.
It's going to take a while for the Steelers offense to get a little bit more on traction.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anytime you're bringing a quarterback from somewhere else.
But I guarantee the Steeler fans, if he doesn't do good, I'm telling you, you'll hear Can Eek. You'll hear it.
Especially against the Patriots. That's just going to raise the intensity and ire of the fans more.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's my 3. We got to score.
Well,
we got to do better play calling, and our defense needs to show up and do its job.
Okay, so let me ask you before we both get out of here, what's your score? Because I know you're taking.
Let's go 17-19.
What? 17-19?
Mm-hmm.
You sure you're not smoking anything?
No, that's a touchdown and 4 field goals.
Okay. I'm going.
And that'd be 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
I need to smoke something. I'm going to go. As crazy as it sounds, I'm going to go 24-10.
Who are you taking to win?
Pittsburgh. Oh, come on. Pittsburgh. That's right, people. I'm taking Pittsburgh 24-10. You're taking – who are you taking?
Steelers? Patriots, obviously. They suck so bad. I spent the last 20 minutes bashing them, and I think they're going to win.
Well, that's what happens when you come on the on this
Yeah,
show.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Well, before we get out of here, I got a trivia question for you.
Okay.
It's an easy one. It's a
You
softball.
sure?
I think you'll get it. Yeah.
Well, that
You
doesn't
mentioned before that this is the first time since 1998 that Ben or Brady hasn't been in the Steelers-Patriots game, which, by the way, Mac Jones was 3 months old during that game.
Well, that's lovely.
Do you know who the quarterbacks were in that game?
Well, yes, I do. It was Cordell Stewart and Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah, it was easy.
That was okay.
That was all.
Well, I have to do some history too. Sean says 28-17 Pittsburgh. Shane says 24-27 Steelers. Okay.
Somebody thinks they're going to score 4 touchdowns.
Hey,
Mitch is going to.
I didn't want. I was going to go a little higher, but I didn't want to be like. I didn't want to be like Cartman on South Park.
Well, go what you feel.
Well, no, I'm okay. I win. I'm 24. Louis Saka says I'll be at the game tailgating with Jeff Reed. Hope to come home with a win.
Hey, Jeff Reed
Louis,
called it.
We talked about Jeff Reed. Yes, he wasn't going to be signed, but yeah, hey Louis, yeah, that's cool. drink some sarsaparillas with Jeff, and I always remember Jeff Reed giving me a championship in fantasy football. So hopefully we beat you guys and go 2-0. And I want to thank you for coming on the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty. You can come on anytime, but I wanted to bring
enemy lines this week.
Yeah, I wanted you to come on, because it's your team. And then, we shot some football, some knowledge, and you're very knowledgeable you're good at football. I mean, you're good at a whole bunch of other stuff and topics.
I used to be more knowledgeable. I'm getting old. It's hard to retain all this information.
It's okay, but not
all of us can be 27 years old like you.
I know. It's amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thanks my special guest, Cable from the Triple B Experience and Cable's Cuts. But him and myself, we're going to shut this show down, and then we're going to do something that we also love too. It's called Unscripted, and it's the two of us because Gary is away, and I believe it's Gary's birthday today.
That is correct.
So happy birthday, Mav. And I know we'll say that on the Unscripted, but I wanted to thank everybody for tuning in, and we are going to get out of here. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. Cable, I'll see you in a bit. Thank you, everybody. Episode 18 of the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty, Pittsburgh 24-10 over your New England Patriots, Cable.
1917.
Oh,
New England.
That was a year. Thanks, everybody, and good night.